Schramm, Burn the Business Plan, What Great Entrepreneurs Really Do. Embark on a journey to rethink the entrepreneurial process with the book summary of I Burn the Business Plan, What Great Entrepreneurs Really Do by Schramm. Discover why business plans aren't the key to success and learn how actual entrepreneurs navigate the complex process of building a business. Gain insights into the reality of entrepreneurship, including the demographics of entrepreneurs and their varied approaches to creating successful companies. Understand the importance of support networks and learning from real-world experience rather than relying on formal education. In entrepreneurship,
The myth of the business plan. The book debunks the notion that a formal business plan is essential for entrepreneurial success. The prototype business plans, which emerged in the 1980s, were based on a rational, linear, and critical path model of business. While these plans made it easier for investors to evaluate various startup propositions, they did not guarantee success. In fact, many successful companies, such as Apple and Google, launched without written plans. The book argues that entrepreneurs thrive when they have access to a supportive local ecosystem. This led to the creation of incubators, investor and mentor groups that provide new businesses with resources. However, evidence shows that incubators do not work, as the number of startup businesses in the United States is declining, and the failure rate has remained consistent since 1992. The book suggests that the focus of entrepreneurship should shift away from formal business plans and towards creating an environment that fosters innovation and collaboration. While making money remains an essential goal, it should not overshadow the importance of building a supportive community that encourages creativity and experimentation. Breaking entrepreneur stereotypes. Contrary to popular belief, entrepreneurs are not just young dropouts from the tech world. In fact, only 5 to 7% fit this mold. More than 50% of adults aspire to be business owners and half of them didn't attend college. The average age of a successful entrepreneur is almost 40, and those over 35 launch more than 80% of new businesses. It takes years of experience and patience to build a successful startup, emphasizing the value of customer relationships over strict business plans. Operators, who franchise, are typically in their mid-40s and have significant employment experience, reflecting a shift in entrepreneurial patterns. The 4 questions of entrepreneurship. The typical method of teaching entrepreneurship in schools overlooks 4 vital questions that every aspiring entrepreneur must know. Firstly, it is essential to determine if you are an entrepreneur based on whether you can exploit new ideas and launch them into profitable businesses that can grow. Secondly, the kind of entrepreneurship needs to be established, as innovator entrepreneurs, discovery entrepreneurs, and replicative entrepreneurs have different approaches. Thirdly, to succeed, budding entrepreneurs need to learn from prosperous businesses and be mentally flexible when dealing with uncertainties. Finally, budding entrepreneurs need to discover their entrepreneurial moment by building a new business that speaks to their life purpose. Though 80% of startups perish within 10 years, individuals who grasp and adequately address the 4 questions of entrepreneurship have a better chance of success. Lessons for entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurship is not an easy road, but the rewards can be great. In this book summary, we learn 12 important takeaways for would-be entrepreneurs. Firstly, experience and relearning are critical because events in one business may not be relevant to those in another. Secondly, entrepreneurship is not limited to the young, most successful entrepreneurs are middle-aged. Thirdly, working at a large company can be like getting paid to get an education in entrepreneurship and can help you learn everything from product testing to legal compliance. Fourthly, if you go to college, choose your major carefully. The most promising college programs for entrepreneurs are engineering, biology, chemistry, computer science, and physics. Fifthly, success takes time, and most businesses require at least a decade to develop a signature product. Sixthly, venture capital is not essential, and most entrepreneurs fund their projects through savings, credit cards, or loans. Seventhly, successful startups typically have only one founder. Eighthly, being a boss means managing your staff, which is more difficult when there are co-founders. Ninthly, sales are crucial to the success of any business. Tenthly, it's essential to have a cold circle of people who provide unbiased or skeptical feedback. 11thly, making money is critical to the survival and growth of any business. Finally, entrepreneurs create their opportunities. Preparation and creativity are essential, and good luck comes from turning accidents into opportunities. Building a successful startup. Starting a business involves making situational decisions with incomplete information. Successful startups require 4 essential elements: a strong platform, product testing, scalability, and vision. Managing 4 crucial resources is also crucial for success: capital, innovation, people, and communication skills. While franchises have access to a wealth of factors, non-franchised startups need to focus on these fundamental components to succeed in today's competitive market. Scaling up your startup. A well-planned and evaluated startup requires constant review and analysis to determine its growth potential. Keep a monthly record of your progress, including events that trigger evolution in your product. Use a brief analytic template and relevant spreadsheets to document your research progress, responses to consumer needs, and market feedback. Record your prototype trials and outcomes and use the results to improve your product's success. Keep track of sales figures, income, market commentary, and staff evaluations, and evaluate your progress annually by reviewing monthly entries. With consistent evaluation and planning, you can scale up your startup for success. Building a thriving company. Building a thriving company requires more than a great idea. The process requires practical insight and persistence to navigate the challenges of entrepreneurship. To become a successful entrepreneur, one must prepare to respond to opportunities when they arise. Building a profitable business takes time, and innovation and a pragmatic approach are necessary. Entrepreneurs must be all in, put their heart into their company, and learn to manage chaos. The key to successful entrepreneurship is to connect with customers, maintain a positive reputation, and practice before starting. There are no rules, and entering the market can be challenging, but with determination and perseverance, anyone can turn a great idea into a thriving business.
In conclusion, Burn the Business Plan dismantles the myth of the all-important business plan and offers an alternative view of the entrepreneurial journey. Schramm emphasizes that experience, resourcefulness, and the ability to adapt to changing circumstances are the crucial factors that drive business success rather than a rigidly planned strategy. He encourages aspiring entrepreneurs to foster innovation, focus on their customers, and build a strong support network to face the unpredictable challenges of creating a business. The key takeaways from this engaging read will leave you with a better understanding of what it takes for entrepreneurs to launch and scale profitable businesses and inspire you to rethink your own entrepreneurial mindset.